What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is Ron and this is MotoTube. If you're stopping by for the first time, make sure you are subscribed, turn your notification bell on to stay up to date with the videos and be part of the family. Make sure you also follow me on Instagram at ToxicSRT and add me on Snapchat at ToxicSRT. And by the way, today I'm wearing this sick SRT hoodie that I just got. I think I got it from like Amazon, so it's pretty comfy and keeps me warm while I'm out here in this cold weather. So today we got to do a few things. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hop in the Mustang and get going, and basically I have to go get my aunt an oil change because she asked me to, and I didn't want to say no. She's a little bit older in age, and she doesn't like doing these kind of stuff. So I'm just gonna take the car in because she gets free oil changes from the dealership. And I called them to get an appointment. They were like, you just come in and wait. And basically I'm gonna be there for like at least an hour to get an oil change. So I never ever take a car to the to the dealership to get an oil change because they make you wait so long. So I guess I gotta do this for whatever, a quick favor for her. So let's turn on the Mustang and get going, and let's have an awesome video. So while I'm on the way there, I gotta talk about this topic. Number one, because I'm gonna tell you guys why this topic means so much to me. And number two, because it's a friend of mine. Me and Tall Guy always talk. We made a video before. We made a few videos before, and we've stayed in in contact, texted each other, and yeah, we spoke about the situation as well. So I feel like I needed to make a video about this because the whole situation is kind of I'm trying to put the heat up right now. Alright, it's too cold out here. It's 38 degrees. Better than yesterday, but still cold. If you guys don't know who Tall Guy Car Reviews is, which you guys probably already know who it is, he's a YouTuber with a Hellcat, and he is the most genuine person I've ever met. And I usually like to judge people by the way they treat others, by the way they treat strangers. And me and him were at an event here in Detroit for a charity event, and for the police department actually. And I watched him for 8 straight hours greet and speak to every single person that was there like it was one of his family members. Never got tired, never like, oh, let me sit down. No, he was genuine about it, and he was talking to them, and he even told them, you want to take a picture? Nobody asked him for the picture. He's the one that offered the picture, and he has no problem doing that. He shows so much love. So that's why this is very unfortunate that it happened to him. And he's just a great guy. He he came from a past, and he's of course changed his life. So you got to give credit when it's due, because you got to give credit to people who change their life, because some people like to be stuck where they are. So he changed his life, and he has a very successful YouTube channel. Very successful. With that being said, yes, he has a Hellcat. Ask anybody who has a Hellcat. They don't drive the speed limit. I'm not saying he wasn't driving the speed limit in this situation, but he does get pulled over quite a lot. And he has a Hellcat. The Hellcat isn't a Honda Civic. It's not meant to go the speed limit. It's a car you kind of have fun. You drive it with a spirit. Anybody who thinks otherwise doesn't own one. It's that simple. Once you get in a car that fast, it's pretty impossible to do the speed limit at all times. Now, of course, there's a right and wrong time to act up and have some fun. Of course, doing it when there's no traffic, doing it when there's nobody around, doing it not in a school zone, things like that, of course, matter. But we're not gonna sit here and act like we're all perfect and we don't break the law here and there. Okay, we're not gonna do that. And I see a lot of people online act that way. They act like they're angels and they don't break the law at all. And it's just very funny to me because whether you guys are gonna admit it or not, everybody breaks the law. It might not be the biggest crime, but even the littlest crime, it's still breaking the law. And it's just like traffic laws that are being broken is what I'm saying. I'm not saying anything crazy. So with this little situation, I'm gonna show you guys a few clips of what exactly happened. So he was traveling with his brother to the track. So, you know, he goes all over the country. So he's a YouTuber that likes to invest in his channel and uses the money he makes to travel, meet new people, create even nicer content than just in his own city. So he was in Arizona and he was traveling, and he gets pulled over.
So it appears we just got pulled over, G Squad, once again. So let's see what he's talking about. You want to click on sirens and all that.
Keys.
What's happening?
Give me keys.
The keys for what?
Give me your keys. Did I stutter? Give me your keys.
I think I heard you properly. What's wrong with this dude? Here, see his face so y'all can see who this man is. Nope, I got a camera.
The way the cop approaches him, listen, one thing I've always learned is I respect what cops have to do, because there is good cops out there, and there is some cops that abuse their authority, and it might not be abusing their authority. They might just have a bad day and they don't know how to deal with it. So they bring their bad day into work, and that's very dangerous. You can't let your emotions get into your job when you are a police officer. So I'm not giving the police officer a break because he might have had a bad day, because that job isn't for just anyone. It's for people who can mentally deal with situations and try to make the best decision possible. And respect goes both ways. You give it, you receive it, right? That's how it should work. So anyways, he comes up to him, and as soon as he comes up to him, he doesn't ask, can I get your driver's license? Can I get your registration? Can I get your insurance? Let me just make sure who this person is. Let me just make sure who this guy really is. Nope. And says, give me your keys, in a pretty rude way. He was like, hey, could you please give me your keys? He didn't say that. Remember, back to what we were talking about. If you want respect, you must give respect to receive it. So he goes, give me your keys. And then Corey's like, he's confused about it. This is a traffic stop. Usually a traffic stop, they don't like give me your, they never ask for your keys. So he goes, what keys? So he goes, give me your car keys. Did I stutter? And he said it in another rude way, of course. And it's just, that's where it went wrong right there. You established the tone of the rest of the traffic stop right there. You decided that it will be handled in a rude manner. That's just how it is. That's what the police officer established. Now, if he came up and he's like, how you doing? Did you know why I stopped you? Blah, 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 whatever. It would have went in a total other way. It wouldn't lead to an arrest. It wouldn't lead to none of that stuff. So that right there is where it all began, and you knew from watching that it was going downhill, and nothing good was ever gonna come out of this at all. Nothing good was ever gonna come out of this. So his brother was also with him, but the police officer only pulled Corey over, not his brother. His brother pulled up a few cars ahead just to wait for his brother. Then what the cop does, he starts running. He starts running all the way to his brother's car.
What's going on?
Give me your keys.
For keys for what?
For racing. Give me your keys.
No, I ain't giving you my keys. I wasn't racing. What are you talking about?
Seriously?
I wasn't racing.
You're not.
You just pulled him over. I wasn't even racing. How was I racing? I was in traffic.
Do you have your ID?
Yes, I do.
Do you have your license, registration?
Yes, I do. You ain't even pulled me over.
Somebody contact the charger. He's just something. I ain't pulling you over.
No, you didn't pull me over. You didn't even pull me over. There's my ID. You tell me I was racing. What?
Trooper Davis will have.
Yeah, you pulled him over. That's my little brother. I'm waiting on him.
Okay. Do you have a registration?
Oh, you didn't pull me over. Don't lie.
We're gonna get to the mechanics of it.
I'm telling you, don't lie.
I'm not lying.
I got you recorded.
I got you recorded too, sir.
That's fine. Okay, cool. insurance.
That's it.
It's registration.
And then you see the energy of the police officer. He kind of gets nervous. You could see it in his face. If you could read people's impressions and their faces, you could tell he got pretty nervous, like, yo, I'm going too far with this. Let me get your driver's license and registrations, even though I didn't pull you over. I didn't pull you over, but let me get your driver's license and registration and insurance. That's what happened. He didn't get pulled over, but he's asking him for that. So that was another, you know, weird thing that happened. So he got his stuff and went, and then another cop car comes really fast, almost hitting the Charger. He almost hit the Hellcat. He came so fast, so non-safe at all. You don't pull up to a scene like that. It was a traffic stop. It wasn't anything serious, but I'm sure the other cop over-exaggerated. And he came.
All right, step out.
What am I stepping out the car for?
Step out.
Why am I stepping out the car?
Because he caught you racing. Go ahead and step out.
I wasn't racing. Don't touch my camera.
Step
Here,
out
hold
of the
this.
car.
Why are you grabbing on me?
Step out of the car. Turn around.
Make sure you got the camera.
Turn around.
You fucking arrested me. What the fuck did I do?
Right here.
Huh?
Make sure you keep the camera facing.
Video from the car, but sit in the car.
Yeah.
Came to the car of Corey's brother. He didn't say anything. He didn't say what is going on, how you doing, none of that. Again, that whole communication, like his brother said. He's like, get out of the car now. And then he asked him to get out of the car, right? And he grabbed him. You don't just go grabbing random people you didn't pull over, because he wasn't pulled over. He grabbed him and took him out the car and handcuffed him. And do you know what they wrote him a ticket for? Driving too close. I've gotten a ticket that was driving too close. I didn't get arrested. I didn't get handcuffed. He didn't get arrested, but I never got handcuffed. I was never asked to get out of the car. How is that? How does that make sense where you are getting handcuffed for driving too close? Now, throughout this whole story, the cop's story changes, because they can change the story to benefit what they want to do. So, oh, drag racing, cool, we can arrest you for that. So first he's like, you were racing, whatever, we can arrest you for that. How do you race by yourself? I'm just wondering. And it takes at least two to race. You can't race the wall. That's not racing. That wouldn't be racing. Everybody knows racing is more than one car racing. It's just not one car can't be racing. And how was he racing if his brother was behind him? So obviously he wasn't racing his brother. There was nobody he was racing. If you looked in the background, right? Traffic was bumper to bumper. You gotta make sure you check everything out in the video. It was bumper to bumper. Pretty hard to race when it's bumper to bumper, isn't it? You don't race when it's bumper to bumper. So the chances of Corey racing was probably very slim, because he wasn't racing. He wasn't racing because they would have charged him with drag racing or something crazy, because honestly, they weren't being lenient with him. They were gonna charge him with the most aggressive charge possible. So then they handcuff him. The cameraman is videotaping, right? And what happened next is he said, you guys were racing. Remember, again, he changes his story so it could benefit what they want to do. Oh, we need this for evidence because you were racing.
Drag racing? Because I'm gonna take your video and submit it as evidence.
We were racing.
Okay, well I'm gonna need that. So can I have that?
I don't know, you gotta ask him.
I'm gonna take it.
It's not mine.
Okay, well give it to me, because we're gonna take it.
Well, it's not mine, you gotta ask him.
I don't
though.
care, we're gonna take it as evidence.
Hey, give it to him or what? Give it to him or what?
No. Let me see it.
Put my camera, leave.
Hey.
Tell him to leave my camera alone.
Hey, we're gonna take it as evidence for you guys
For
drag
what?
racing.
That's not his.
Yeah, I don't
Yep,
know. It's
let
on
go
my
of it.
camera, man.
Let go of it.
I can't, man.
Okay, here's the deal. You want to go to jail for hindering? Then let go of it.
Doing what?
You want to go to jail for hindering? Then let go of it. Let go of it.
I'm not doing
I'm gonna give you
anything,
one
man.
more warning to let go of it, or you're going to
It's
go to
not
jail.
even mine.
You have one more warning. Let go of it, or you're gonna go to jail. Okay.
And then they were able to take the camera. They took it out of the cameraman's hand and took it. Who knows? Maybe they didn't want the rest of the traffic stop being filmed. We don't know. So that again is how do you charge the guy with driving too close, but you take his camera for racing? It doesn't make sense, but they say what they want to say to benefit what they want to do. Exactly. So if they say you're racing, they're allowed to take your camera. But if you're driving too close, what do they need to take a camera for? It don't make no sense. And also, back to Corey's car. I'm gonna show you guys this clip.
California 6, X-ray Mary, Nora 304. Have a vehicle car.
Was that another camera?
I don't know if you guys caught this. What did he do? Camera was right here, right? He gets in the car, turns the car on, and does what? Starts sniffing it for marijuana. Cause you know, you're getting your AC on. You could smell things that aren't really in the car now anymore, or maybe they are. So you get to smell more when you turn your AC on. So he turned the car on and started smelling, and then he seen the camera was on. He seen a camera. What'd he do? He took the camera without really asking for anybody. And you don't know if they went through it or not, because they do need a warrant to go through it. But he took the camera and went and turned it off and walked out of the car with it. That's your property. He took the camera. There may be laws that they're allowed to do that, but still, it's just the whole thing was like, you kind of want to ask him before just take things out of people's car and walk out of the car with. So that was another flag. But this whole situation is crazy, and I'm gonna tell you guys why this was important to me. So when was this? A little while back, me and my friend, we were in this area, right? And we were driving past some dealerships. It was a Dodge dealership. We were driving past them, and I usually just like drive past them and just look around. You know, I like looking at dealerships, right? Driving around, and then I see a cop. So we hit a right, cop follows us, keep going, hit another left, cop still following us, right? And we get pulled over for no reason. Wasn't speeding. I was in the SUV, no tints, nothing. There was no possible reason for us to get pulled over at all. And he approaches the window. I was with two of my African-American friends. Now, I don't know if this was something about being racist or I don't know. But I think it was, I think the cops were being racist. And this is what they asked us. They go, there was cars getting broken into around the area we were driving around, and they basically said, we just want to make sure you're not involved. We'd like to search the car. So I like to cooperate because I have nothing to hide. I could have said, no, you don't, I don't want you to search my car. You don't have the right to search my car. And I was like, whatever. He took me and put me in the back of the cop car, and went on searching the car, and found nothing. I've never ever gotten searched, ever. But I think the facts that my friends who were African American were with me caused them to want to search a random car about breaking in some Hellcats when I have one myself. And it was just, I don't ever like to throw the race card out there for anybody. And this isn't even about blacks against cops or anything like that. This could go if you're Hispanic, if you're any other different color. And this is a huge issue here in America. So I don't know if that's what happened with Corey, but it sounds like that could have been a reason. And believe it or not, a lot of people are racist, and that's one thing that I don't like, is treating people different because the color of their skin. They weren't, number one, they weren't even asked to get born in that skin. Number two, it don't matter what color skin you are. We should all be treated based on character, you know, how you treat others and the respect you have for others. So the fact that somebody could get treated differently because of their color, not saying that's what happened, but it could be the reason why it happened. So this is just a sad story, but I wanted to make this video because, you know, I wanted to show support to my friend Corey, and he supported my channel early on, and I want to support him now as well. Alright, so we are in a Honda. First time driving a Honda. It's a SUV, it's a new one. I'm not impressed at all, but we gotta go get an oil change. I went to the dealership and they're telling me 2-hour wait. I'm like, yo, what? And there was 2 cars there only, literally, like getting their oil changes there. Only 2 cars. It's gonna take them 2 hours. I was like, nah, I'm straight, man. I'm about to go to my friend and get it done. So we're here where I usually come get all my cars' oil changes, because they don't lift the car up and they basically go down underground and get it done. Finally back home, and I just wanted to touch on this topic to support a friend, to support a fellow YouTuber, to try to, you know, bring more eyes on this, you know, topic, and more eyes on this situation. Now, listen, a lot of people won't understand a certain situation until it happens to them. We don't want this to happen to everybody, for us to realize when things aren't going the way they're supposed to. Like I said, respect goes a long way. You give it, you receive it. That's how it is. That's how people aren't just out here, you know, ending each other's lives every single day. You know, it'd be a lot more people doing that if respect wasn't given as much. But there's people that do give respect, and as police officers, I think they should lead by example and actually respect people, especially if the way Corey spoke to the police officer, very respectful, and he didn't get that back. It's quite disappointing, you know. With that being said, I'm gonna end the video right here. I got some cool content coming up for you guys, so don't think I'm just over here talking about every situation. I just wanted to touch up on this particular situation. This situation was very important to me, just to support a friend. So that's why I made this video. But new car will be here this week, so just stay tuned for that. But anyways, if you guys like this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you're new to this channel, smash the subscribe button, turn your notification bell on to stay up to date with the videos, and be part of the family. Also follow me on Instagram at ToxicSRT, and also add me on Snapchat at ToxicSRT as well. And let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Let's not get too crazy in the comments and, you know, go overboard with this, because a lot of people are making it way bigger than it is. Okay, it's just a traffic stop that went bad. That's all it is. It's nothing, has nothing to do with what's happening on YouTube, with what happened with Paul, none of that. This is just a stupid traffic stop that shouldn't have went to an arrest at all, because story changed 1,000 times. And that's all. So make sure you guys have an awesome day, and make sure you stay positive. Peace out, and I'll see you guys next upload.